welcome back. Sule said a while ago that our next guest said there's money on the street and that finance should not be a challenge at all. I mean, while we're on this short break, that's what he was saying. He said finance is not a challenge and that we should try him and ask him anything. He will tell us exactly how to go about it. Please, he's in the studio. Help me welcome to the studio an entrepreneur himself and a life coach, Mr. Francis Okumagba. You're welcome to Weekend Deal Studios.
Thanks for having me.
I can't wait. So tell us, how do you start a business without money? Let's say I have 0 naira and I want to go into real estate, for example. Okay. How do I start?
Nigeria is the investment bride of the world, and everything we need to succeed in Nigeria is in Nigeria. We also have misplaced priorities and misplaced positioning. You just asked me how we can start an estate without money in your pocket. Everything we need in Nigeria is in Nigeria. There are people who are blessed with land. They don't have money. There are people who have money. They don't know what to do with the money. There are people who have ideas. They don't know what to do with the ideas because they are waiting to get money and also have the land that they will use. All you need to do is to create a collaborative opportunities for the people.
How do you connect this people?
Now,
how do I know them?
I'm going to show you now. If you go out today to seek land, you will see people, a lot of people who have land to sell. Tell the landowner that I will build an estate on your land and I will give you some of the houses. The house I'll give you, when you sell those houses, the value of what you will get will be 4 times the value of your land. You will sign an agreement with me. I meet people who have money. A lot of people who have money don't know what to do with the money. They leave the money in the bank. Today, interest rate for deposit for money is about 1%. Tell that money owner that, look, I will use your money to create wealth. I won't touch the money, but I will give you 20% return on your money. Leave the money in the bank. Don't give it to me because it will enter into my head. I will use it to get a bank guarantee. And when I build an estate with it, the process of the estate, I will give you 20% of the value of the money you give to me. And I'll go to a construction company and hire a construction company. I tell the construction company, I want you to build this estate, but start with only 40% of the estate. When you finish, the money to pay is already in the bank. I go to the bank and get a bank guarantee and I give it to the construction company. They will move to site. As they move to site and start building the first 40 houses, I will start selling those houses off plan at half the price. And I'll tell the people buying, don't give me the money. Put the money in the bank. If I don't give you the keys to the house, let the bank not release the money to me. They start putting money in the bank that I will use to pay the construction company. As they finish building 40% of the houses, I go to the bank and get the bank guarantee to pay that construction company that has finished the 40 houses. He start using the money to build the next 60. Meanwhile, the 40 that I've sold, money is already in the bank already. The construction goes to the end like that. I sell on that 20%. And I use the money to give to the owner of the money that put money in the bank as security without using the money. And the remaining 40% of the estate, I take 20% and I give 20% to the landowner. How much did I put in this deal? Nothing.
Mr. Okumagba.
If I can build an estate without 1 naira in my pocket, dare me with anything that you want to do. I will tell you how you can start and finish it with little or nothing.
Mr. Okumagba, one of the challenges we are confronted, in fact, of course, this is not your first, forum for speaking about to this issue of entrepreneurship challenges in Nigeria. But some people have said that you make it so idealistic, so simple, so dreamlike, that when you start engaging this, the reality, now confronts you that it's not as easy as it seems. But for you, I know you have coached a lot of people. Now, what are those, common challenges that young entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs are confronted with, given your interactions with them?
The biggest problem I face with young people is the mindset. And the mindset, we have an education system that does not open the eyes of people because they get the education, they can't interpret the education. They have fears. So they just have this fear that they don't have enough education because a lot of them are graduate but they cannot speak the English. They cannot express themselves. 2, some of them feel they need connection to do what they need to do because the orientation and the environment they find themselves, they believe that if they don't have connection, they will not get what they want. The third problem they have is that they don't have money to start the business. You don't need 1 naira to start most businesses. The other thing they confront themselves with is the time. They think is how hard they work that money is created. Then the last one is employment that imprisons their minds. Employment imprisons a lot of people's mind because when they earn that salary, they believe that they are earning money. But if you want me to tell you the truth, once you get into employment, you seal yourself from expressing yourself from the things you can get in your environment. So the major things that hold the entrepreneurs on is their mindset. All we need in Nigeria is to reorientate the mindset of our people. They mentor them into seeing the opportunities. Money continue to flow in the streets of Nigeria. You can open a shop without 1 naira in your pocket. You can sell anything you want to sell in the market today without opening a shop. You can tell me what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, I'll tell you how you can use it. A barber can make 1 million naira a month. A masseuse can make 1 million naira a month. Just tell me what you think you want to do.
Now you just talked about the barber shop. Yes. How can they make 1 million naira in a month?
Correct. You don't start any business from the top. You don't start a business looking at the finished product. You want to get a rented place. You want to get generator. You want to employ people there. You'll be looking for 1 million naira. Can I tell you how you can start a business of barbing?
Yes, tell us.
Get your kit. I can use a barber to make 1 million naira a month. Go to 5 boarding houses. Ask to see the house masters. Tell the house master that you are going to come there to do the barbing of those children in the boarding house. Every weekend you will come there to do the barbing. You will charge 30% of what they charge outside. You will make 1 million naira a month barbing health of children. Are you not a barber? Answer me. When you have started making this money, then you can rent a place. Even if you rent the place, you don't need to get things in the place. Get anybody that has barbing skills to come. Whatever you barb, you get a commission for it. And just stay in the office there. You will make more money. There are a lot of things you need to know. The way things work in Nigeria is that people who have money don't know what to do with the money. People who have skills don't know that their skills can create wealth from them. So what we need to do in Nigeria basically is to reorientate the minds of the people. For some, they have goods to sell, they don't know how to sell. For some, they know how to sell, they don't have the goods to sell. A young lady walked into my office and said, I hear you teach people how to double their businesses. I said, yes. I said, what do you do? He said, he's a cake designer. I said, how much do you make a month from doing this your cake monthly? He says 100,000 naira. I said, you will make 1 million naira this month with my mentorship. He says it's not possible. I said, listen to me. Your profiling, where you stay, your skills, how many people can you approach to say, I want to do cake for you? So he cannot get the business. I say, go to 5 Catholic churches. Ask to see the catechist. The catechist is the one that people want to get married, come to register their marriages. Put your flyer in their table, on their table, and tell them, anybody you direct to me to do their wedding cake, whatever they pay me, I will give you 20%. She's making over 1 million naira a month today. I located a missing link. For some people, they have the skills. They don't have the marketplace. They don't understand the skills to market. So if you look at it now, you see that we have a lot of mismatches all over the place. Okay, show me wait, I want to give you this one. Show me an herbalist in your village that has a cure, not native doctor, that has a cure using herbs to cure something like fibroid. Okay. He will not charge you 10,000 naira to give you the herb. Come to Abuja, put it in the social media that any woman that has fibroid, you have a solution for it. And the fee is 50,000 naira. You have over 1 million naira from that herbalist, and you will not pay the herbalist 100,000 naira. Are you the herbalist? We have a lot of skilled people on the street looking for who will use them, but there is nobody using them. Okay, let me ask a question. I know I want to go down from the beginning. Yes. How did you, Mr. Okumagba, begin? Yes. After school, let's start from when you graduated from the university and NYC. People will want to follow your life's journey. Yes. Take us through it. Unfortunately, I got into the banking industry. And in the banking industry, what propelled me to the peak of my career that got me to being executive director of the bank is the attitude and disposition that I had. I had a parent that was very strict, but there are certain things you need to do as an individual to succeed. I make the right friends. I don't make friends with my age mates. I make friends with people that are older than me. I always have mentors anywhere I find myself. I make sure I dress to be addressed. And the other thing that I do is my thought process, I always think positive and put positive disposition around me. So if you are not positive, you are negative, I run away from you. Now, friends that you keep determine the type of level that you can get to in life. 60% of the friends you keep are negative. 25% of them, they just distract you from your focus. So if you look at Nigeria today, a lot of friends take people out of their focus. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. I use the arithmetic sign to select friends. The minus, the plus, the division, and the multiplication. The minus are negative people. They constitute 60% of the population of friends that you keep. If you keep them, they are the ones that will distract you with text messages, chats that don't make sense. They will come and visit you and spend 20 to 3 hours, 4 hours with you doing nothing. They are taken from your life. Even in offices, they distract you from actually doing what you are supposed to do. The next set of friends are the positive ones. They are very few. They constitute about 25% of the friends we keep. But they do everything with their serious-minded people. They carry and do what they need to do in offices, in churches, in families. I look at these people and try to copy them. The dividers are the ones that have vices, the drug addicts, the ones that are homosexuals, lesbians, and all that. Those people are the ones that can actually take you from your focus, and they throw a bait at you. There's a place where you can pray. Once they put oil on your head, you become a billionaire. But they will not tell you the things, the repercussion of what will happen when you join. These people take you out. The last set of people are the multipliers, which are the role models. They constitute 5% of the people that you can think of. These people will propel you to where you want to go to. If you are in an organization, get a role model. If you are married, you want to be happily married, get a role model that has been married for over 50 years as a counselor. If you work in an environment, follow the people that are succeeding. Once you do this, you can never fail. And those are the attributes that I had that propelled me to become an executive director at the age of 40.
An interesting.
My name is Francis Okumagba once again, the president and founder of FMG Platform Empowerment Limited, a business development and empowerment company. We put smiles in the faces of people we encounter. Are you a business owner? Are you struggling with your business? There is no business you do today that you cannot succeed in. All you require is a mentor that will hold your hands and show you how you can actually profit in that business. We show people how they can double the volume of their businesses and the profitability from the businesses that they do with little or nothing. Whatever you are doing now, whatever business you are into, come, we'll show you tricks on how you can increase your customer base, how you can increase the volume of business that you have to sell if you're a trader, how you can actually increase the quality of human capital that you use, and how you can actually use tactics, business tactics that will help you double and increase the profitability that you have in whatever business that you are doing today. Are you a shop owner and you are struggling making sales? Come, we'll show you tricks on how you can actually start changing certain things around you, and you'll see the impact on your business. The fees to take advantage of this opportunity is only 20,000 naira. But pay the 20,000 naira, we will hold your hand and show you how that business can succeed.
And interesting, we are back, Mr. Okumagba. Of course, he's been talking all the way because he's so passionate about the topic. And of course, somebody is asking a very important question here. He says, good morning, I am Dr. Mui Barika. Can you give the difference between an entrepreneur and a businessman? Quickly.
A businessman is somebody that comes up with an idea. An entrepreneur is somebody that executes the idea to make money. Okay. That's the difference.
Okay. Now, another person says, good morning, Weekend Deal. My name is David from Jos. I want to start selling fertilizer, but I don't have the capital. How can I go about it? Now,
you don't need 1 naira to start that business.
Before you go about that, of course, you've said that, a lot of times about the fact that people don't really need money to start a business. But talk to us about mentorship, of course, making reference to David's question.
Mentorship is what I do. I expose people to how they can actually get the best out of them. When people come to my mentoring class, what I see is their gap. What they don't have, I connect them to what they need to know. For those who have fears, we also get them to see how they can overcome their fears. Because many people that come, once you fix these problems, they succeed. Now, there are mentors in every area of your life. You need a mentor, religious mentor. You need a moral mentor. You have a business mentor. All you need to do is get close to that mentor. For me, I always look forward to getting somebody that I can learn from. When I was in the banking industry, I admired some bank MDs. And I started looking at them. Looking at them made me start thinking of how I can dress like them. When I was an officer, I used to dress like a manager. I follow manager. I make managers my friends. And before you know it, people start seeing me like a manager material. And I get the promotion like this. A woman that is married, that has a problem, should not go out to look for somebody that is already frustrated, that is single and a single mother and all that. You should go to a mentor who has been there for like 50 years and still happy. If a woman who has a challenge in his marriage goes to somebody that has been in marriage and is still in marriage for over 50 years, would that woman advise her to leave her husband? No. That is a mentor. Dangote is a mentor. If you want to stay around Dangote, you change your dress sense. Because you don't want people to look down on you, because you want to look good when you're around him.
So how do we get to Dangote? The point is here.
The mentor is in the environment.
What you are saying is very nice and all, but you know how Nigerians are. I mean, not how we are, the Nigerian factor. People have their monies and they actually hide their money. How do I get close to somebody? For example, I want to open a boutique. I want to have a very wonderful fashion line. Tell me.
See, you don't have to stay near a mentor to get somebody as your mentor.
You just
look at the life of the
mentor.
individual and start wanting to be like him. Okay. In fact, that's the foundation of your change and aspiration. You see, I see a lot of young people today. You see people dress and sag their trousers. Who do they want to? Who are they copying? They copy the wrong people. Now let me delve into marriage. There are a lot of young people today that are dressing off marriage line. They dress themselves out of marriage. The marriage age in our father's time was between 15 and 25. Today the marriage age is between 25 and 50. And people are not getting married. Why? You see a young lady who is not married, he has a Brazilian hair that is 150,000 naira. A bag that is 100,000 naira. Her phone is 250,000. And the prospective young people that are of marriage age, their salary is under 100,000 naira. How would that boy approach that woman without outlook? What type of impression do you think that young man will have of that lady? Today, they are 45. They are going to churches that can deliver them and give them husbands on the platter of gold.
Mr. Francis, you know today that, of course, government has initiated different schemes, different programs to bring people out of poverty. We have different schemes out there, and then people are really taking advantage of this. But what can we do better in order to get the desired results of some of these programs?
Very good. These programs are wonderful. They are well thought out. But the problem is implementation and the reach. Empower, for instance, is fantastic. But how many people can empower?
Exactly.
If you look at the number of unemployment and poverty in Nigeria today, an Empower comes to tell us that he has done for about 200,000 to 500,000 people. How many people have you reached? I dare any government agency, I dare any state government, involve us. We will reorientate your people, empower them and mentor them, and 20 to 30% will leave the unemployment and poverty line with just empowerment and with just reorientation and mentorship. What government needs to do is to create the enabling environment. Partner with private sector people like us who have solution. Not when we take the solution to government agencies and they lock them up with the fear that if we come up with the solution, they will not have any job anymore. We have a lot of donor agencies who come to Nigeria genuinely to solve causes. What government needs to do is to create the enabling environment to bring the people together. The government agency bureaucracy does not allow them access these donor agencies and development agencies. The private sector people that they will work with, when they apply to get them to use them, over 1,000 people will apply. 60% of them will be 419, briefcase companies. So the development agencies, they don't know who to work with. They repatriate this money back to their various countries every year. What government needs to do is sit down in the middle, collaborate with a company, a private sector company like us, to give us the credibility, because they will have tested that we can produce the result. They endorse the program. Just endorsement is what the government needs to do. When you give it to the donor and development agencies, they know that government is in it. They know that that private sector company is genuine. You will be able to take out a lot of initiative and provide the funding for empowerment that will exceed the Empower and all those things that we are doing. And Empower, they are doing skills acquisition. Skills acquisition is not the solution to our problem. Nigerians are very creative, energetic. Take a Nigerian to China where he does not understand the language, where he does not, is an illiterate. They go there and they survive. Go to Ghana today and see what Nigerians are doing in Ghana. Go to South Africa today, look at what South Africa is experiencing. Nigeria, what we need is to reorientate the minds of our people and mentor them into seeing the lapses that they have. Look at the Igbo people. Look at the way they create markets. They are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They don't open shops with money. You see an Igbo man comes from the east, they enter the market. They start selling what they don't have to people who already have things. They hold your hand and tell you, do you know where you can buy these things cheaper? They will take you to an importer. Sell to you and get commission. When they do this in 6 months, they have enough commission, they will rent a shop. They will take sample materials from the shop and put in the shop. When you come to ask for something, they'll say, how many do you want to buy? You say 10. They say, wait, let me go to packing shop. They go to the importer and get the things and give it to the person that is buying, and they make the money. In no time, they become importers themselves. You don't need one naira to start a business. Government should create the enabling environment. There are other things that government needs to do. The ease of doing business.
Yes.
Credit system. In Nigeria, if you live in civilized environment, you go to school and have a certificate, your certificate can be used to borrow money to pay the school fees. You can actually rent a house and use your rent to become a landlord. Government needs to do all that. Lending rate today, thank God the interest rate have been crashed by CBN. A good initiative. But I tell you, there is no lending process. If government can create the lending opportunity, let banks be able to lend in the system. Credit is one of the things that
Can
enable people.
True.
You will see a lot of people doing businesses.
True.
The school system needs to be retweaked. Today, we are producing graduates that cannot express themselves. Meanwhile, we don't have vocational graduates. Today, if you want to employ somebody, most of the people you employ now are foreigners. Our people don't have it. Meanwhile, the vocational graduates that we will have been employing a lot of the graduates today. Because a graduate will graduate and want to earn money. They pay him salary of 30,000, divided by 30 days is 1,000 naira a day.
Wow.
All these vocational graduates that will have created will make over 100,000 naira a day. So why are we emphasizing university? They are creating more universities when they should have vocational centers. What I advise government to do is to put vocational programs in all the universities and let people come with the dignity of the fact that they've learned something and they are using it.
I know that this vocational training you're talking about is being introduced in some of our universities, and then we have vocational training centers organized by the state government, from different parts of the country. But just rounding up now quickly, talk to us about the need to leverage on the growing access of internet. Very quickly, Mr.
The internet world is the new business language today.
True.
You don't need to open a shop anymore. If you want to open a shop, you look for capital to rent the shop. You look for something to employ people there, buy generator, buy diesel and all that. Today, you can open 5 shops. Look for someone that is selling anything. Go take the picture. Instead of doing selfie, put the picture on the social media and put your phone number and put your negotiated price. You have opened 5 shops. Over 10,000 people will see the goods that you are selling. So today, the market has moved from shops to the internet. And people are still waiting to get capital to start business. Today, a lot of our graduates are driving Uber cars. Do you know one of my students today has over 10 Uber cars? He doesn't have one. He just takes the phone number of all the Uber drivers and goes to 5 hotels and get the receptionists, 5 receptionists to give them their numbers and say, anybody that comes that wants to charter a car, call me. And when they call him, he calls the Uber driver, whatever you get from this charter, you give me 20%. He's making money with his phone. Wow. This calls him, he calls this, that is all he does. Meanwhile, the graduate that is doing that Uber car does not make 100,000 a month, but he uses 10 of them to make over 100,000 a month. So the internet is the business language today. In fact, we were emphasizing education yesterday. Today, what we should be emphasizing now is IT enlightenment. Because if you enlighten people with IT, any business you do without IT, you have not started, because you'll be selling to only 10 people a day.
Well, any business you do
without IT, you're on your own. You're on your own.
Yes.
We must all be. Wow, I've been looking at you and I've been wondering, thinking deep, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are watching this and their lives are going to change. What you need, he says, is you need a motivation, you need a mentor, you need connection, and you need the right idea. There's always a missing link, and if you can find that missing link, voila, you are a millionaire. And I like how he says all the time. You say all the time 1 million naira. It doesn't go like 500,000. It doesn't go like 300,000. It goes like 1 million, and that's like music to my ears. Well, thank you so much for coming to our studios. We have learned so much. Let's go on a short break.
Thank you for having me.
Our conversation is still on, so please stay.
My name is Francis Daniel Okumagba, the president and founder of FMG Empowerment Company Limited. Money continues to flow in the streets of Nigeria, and Nigerians are not picking it. You don't need a dime to start most businesses. And any business that you are in now, you can increase the volume and profitability with ease. I invite state governors and government agencies to come and collaborate with us so we can expose their people to how they can start most businesses without 1 naira in their pocket, and how they can double the volume of business that they have. The greatest thing that any government can do to their people is to enlighten them and open their eyes to how they can create wealth. Education does not open the eyes of people to solving the problem of poverty and unemployment. It's a struggle for a lot of state government. We have the result and resolution to resolving poverty and unemployment in Nigeria. We can actually reduce unemployment and poverty in your state and constituencies by over 30%. Teaching your people and exposing them to how they can create wealth with little or nothing. For some of the state governments, you don't even need to spend the money. Get donor agencies and development agencies that will sponsor the program. All you need to do is endorse the program, and we can take it to your state. We are available to work with state government and government agencies to reduce unemployment and poverty and even corruption in our states today.